Alrighty. Hello. Suzanne here. We are in week 6 of our mind body reset, menopause mind body reset program. And I'm super excited. We're changing it all up with all of these modules. I'm super excited today to have the amazing Salli Toovey from Now Personal Training, who is going to come in and talk to us about menopause and movement, because this really is the last piece of the puzzle in terms of the program that we've been going through over the last 6 weeks. And Salli is an online fitness and lifestyle coach, and she specializes in working with women with menopause. And she does a lot of her work online. She's an incredible high-value coach. Salli and I have had coffee together. We're so aligned with our backgrounds, how we've lived our life. As you know, I was a PT way back then. Salli is still a PT, but what is it, nearly 30 years now in the fitness industry. And my hat goes off to Salli. I think that's an absolutely, I'm slightly jealous that you've continued on, because it was one of the great loves of my life. And I know that you are incredibly passionate about helping the women that come your way and bring their health to you in order for you to help them to live the life and be the best versions of themselves. So Salli, thank you so much for joining us today, and just letting everyone know later on there'll be a second video to this, and Salli will be going through some movement exercises, movement and stretching, flexibility, functional stuff, which is so important. It's not hard, and it just makes the world of difference to our everyday, life function in functional movement, and our health, of course. So Salli, I'd love for you to let us know a bit more about you and your background, and I know that you're incredibly passionate. I'd love you to let everyone know about all those wonderful things that you do, and then we'll get more stuck into the nitty-gritties around what we've talked about and how we're going to bring all this together. So over to you.
Oh gosh, well, thank you so much for having me, Suzanne, and hello, all you lovely ladies. And I also want to say well done to you for actually being with Suzanne and what she's doing. It's amazing. And it just goes to prove that you do care about yourself and wanting to become a fitter, stronger, healthier version of you.
Yeah.
Menopause, perimenopause, I think they've changed it now. Can start around 35, 40. And if you think about it, we've got probably 20 years. Some people have 20 years over these terrible symptoms. So I will go back to your original question, which was just say a little bit about me.
Yes.
Is that what you want me to do?
Yes, please. Love to know more about you and what you do, why you do what you do.
Okay, so why I do it. So what's funny, I was a travel agent for 10 years, and back in the day, I had 3 babies under 2. I had twins, boys, or daughter first, then twin boys. So my husband and I made the decision that I would, be at home mum. Had my hands rather full, and so I gave up my job as a travel agent, which is fine. Then, not long into this world of motherhood, I went, I need to do something. And that began my training with the SA Institute of Fitness. And, 1992, 93, I used to take the 3 little babies to the creche as I teach an aerobic class, G-string, 1980s,
Yes.
1990s style. And so I loved it. And look, at the end of the day, looking back, I just can't, I just am grateful that I'd made that decision at that time, because I could, well, then I worked for myself, and then I could work around the children, work around the teenage years, and work around our lives, our family life. Then about 6, 7 years ago, my husband and I had an amicable separation and divorce, and we're still great mates. But I think, thank God I've got this work. But what's happened? You know, girls, as we get older, we learn more about ourselves because we experience things in life. And I realized this industry, this fitness and wellness industry, is what I really, really love so much. And I've learned so much. And yeah, the average time for a PT is what, Suzanne, 3 or 4 years?
I think so. Yeah, it's not very long.
And I'm here now 30. And I think I love it because I genuinely love helping people, because it's actually not a hard thing. As long as you are guided, given support, motivation, and education, coached throughout the process, you get results.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting people, I mean, you have clients like this too, Suzanne, giving you wonderful, having gratitude for you and respecting you and loving you. And it's like, just makes me feel so good. So that's that. What else? For years and years, I did it online, face-to-face PT, as well as corporate training, which I'm still doing a bit. I go in and train the staff in their lunch hour and nurture the employees, which is lovely.
Yeah.
But of recent, I've decided to go all online. I then can reach more people. My clients are predominantly 40 plus women.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got the use of my little app, which we'll go through a bit later if you want.
Yes,
And
please.
so what that does, it's like I'm a little wellness concierge, a little PT in your pocket, because I'm always there for you. And this is really exciting because I can actually get more balance in my life as well. I think, okay, I turned 59 last week, and I suddenly realized I need to have like more balance here. We all do that, don't we?
Totally.
And this way of doing it will enable me to, I don't know, just be smarter with my business. One more thing. So I've got a 3-year-old grandson called George, and I've
Oh,
got a 5-month-old grandson called Teddy. And my daughter's about to have a baby girl in 2 months' time.
yes, very exciting.
So that's all I have to say. That's me.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And, Sally, I know that a lot of the women that come to work that I work with, one of the things that they talk about is they want to be able to get up and down off the floor with their grandkids. Because, when we get older, and we've been not moving very well, or lack of movement, or life's got in the way, whatever it is, we want to be able to spend our time, with those little kids and get up and down and roll around and run around and have the energy to enjoy this next phase of life. Because, as we know, menopause is the gateway to another stage of aging. And it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a place of misery or worry or aches and pains. And this is where I know, this is your specialist field of looking after women who are in this stage of pre-menopause or post-menopause. And really, women of any age, we should all be looking at focusing on some kind of functional movement. And this is another thing that I find that many women will come to me and say, oh, I hate exercise. I just don't like exercise. And there's this connotation around this word exercise. Like, I don't know, people might bring up these Jane Fondas jumping up and down the all over the place, and heart running and sweating and all of those kinds of things. But it doesn't need to be that way. And I suppose that's what this is all about. And you specialize in working with women to show them that move your body in ways that you love. Movement is functional, it's fun, it's part of fitness, it's part of having freedom to do the things that you want to do, to give you the energy that you want to have. So yeah, that's why I've brought you on today, because I know that you're so passionate about what you do. It just oozes from you, and I am, like I said, I'm very jealous, because I would love to still be doing those things that you're doing, but I've chosen this other career, and I'm still helping women to have the best life that they can have, and be the best versions of themselves. So I suppose, from an amazing coach and personal training point of view, what's your view on movement and menopause and, health, and how is it that you look to tailor exercise for, women coming to you for weight loss, or just general fitness? Like how do you do that? What does it look like?
Well, Suzanne, firstly, I don't think I could have said that better than you just did. I don't know. What do you mean? My enthusiasm and passion. Yours is exactly the same. It's so true. You know what? These years that we have to go through, but it's actually natural, and we just have to know how better ways to deal with it, right? And I loved that word that you said, fun. I mean, I need fun in my life, full stop. I hate swimming, for instance. Like, don't make me swim. We have to do things that we enjoy, for number one. And I also resonated with what you said, that a lot of people, women don't like exercise. Okay. But they haven't actually been shown that ways that it actually is fun.
Mm-hmm.
They think of it as big muscle men in a gym doing bicep curls, or Jane Fonda, what have you. No, it's not like that. So we want to look at functional movement, mobility, balance, flexibility. But yeah, functional is the big word, and that is my style of training. We start off with body weight type resistance training, because where have you gone?
Oh, I'm still here.
Hold on, I've just pressed a button. Sorry.
All right, Sally. So we were talking about how to make functional movement fun, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you do what you enjoy, right? But one thing I must say is that walking is number one. Every day, 30 minutes, work up to 45. If you've got a dog, take a dog. If it's a bit windy or rainy, doesn't matter. It's invigorating and it's nature, and that will make us feel better too. Go in the hills, go down to the beach, whatever suits you, right? Grab a friend, go to a coffee shop, go with your husband or your partner. So walking every day. Did you know, girls, that on our phone we have a health app with the little heart? Tells us how many steps we've done every day. So that's one thing I encourage my clients to do, is look at that at the end of the day, and you go, oh, I've done 5,000 or 6,000 steps. Well, that's fantastic. If you've done 2 or 3, well, let's increase it tomorrow. Now, aside from that, strength training, i.e. resistance training, right? Whether it be in a gym, or if you hate gyms, fine, do it at home. It's not hard to set up your home little gym. And I'll show you that another day, won't I?
Yes, yes, yeah. You'll give us some little things to do. But what if someone were to say, well, I don't know what resistance training is. I don't know what things I could do at home if I don't have equipment like gym equipment. What kind of exercise, just in general, do you class as strength training
Good
exercise?
question. Good question. So I think I would say there are 4 basic things that we need to do every day. Not every day, most days.
Mm,
And they are squats.
mm.
Like, can I demonstrate?
Yes, absolutely. Show us your squat, Sally.
Okay. So we do squats, right? Every
Yeah,
day. I won't explain technique now because we'll do that next time.
yeah,
So squats
yeah.
with or without weights, right? But let's say you're starting off body weight, beautiful. Then we want to do lunges, right? A lunge, just forward and back.
Mm,
And yeah, there are modifications with all these too. So
mm.
number 3, planking. Okay, do not do little crunches. They're so 5 minutes ago. We're doing planking. Planking on the ground, straight body. Oh, I can't show you because of the video.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
like
and you don't have to be on the ground either. So you can be raised for those that can't get all the way down. Yeah,
everything has modifications.
that's
So
right.
that's a very good point there, Suzanne, because I could have a group of 10 of you and every one of you could be doing a variation
Yeah.
depending on your needs. So, okay. Um, Squats, lunges. We need to also carry. I know you might think, what does that mean? I'm talking carrying heavy
Mm.
something.
Shopping bags.
Good one. Carrying, just carrying.
Mm-hmm.
So that leads me to neat. Do you
Mm.
know what neat means, Suzanne?
You told me, and I forgot it. No. You tell us.
I'll tell you why. So NEAT is non-exercise
Yes,
activity thermogenesis,
that's right.
which maybe you have heard of NEAT, but didn't know what it meant because that's quite common. Most people go, "What? How does that mean?" But I know
Yeah.
it's good for me.
Yes.
So, along with your walking movement, okay, your strength training, with or without weights,
Mm.
we need to do NEAT. So that is your everyday things like, running up and down the stairs, taking the lift stairs instead of the lift, parking a car further away,
Mm.
buying your groceries. It could be dancing the night away,
Mm.
party. It could be playing with your grandchildren, running on the beach with your dog. See, that is exercise.
Yeah.
It's neat. Actually, it is neat.
It is neat. That's right. And I think as some people would also know it as what they would call incidental exercise. So incidental movement. So it's something that you're just doing anyway. It's not
Yeah.
specific, intentional. It's unintentional. It's part of everyday movement. But you can add to it, like you said. If you're going to jump on a tram, you could park one stop earlier or get off one stop earlier, if you feel comfortable to do that, or definitely, yeah, taking the stairs or driving around the block, parking further away in the shopping centre car park rather than looking for the, closest space, all those kinds of things. Yeah.
And I love that. The other day I was shopping with my partner and I said to him, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "Getting a trolley." And I go, "I've never used a trolley. Like, I can't be bothered having to put it back again.
Yeah.
So just carry the bags
Harry. Yeah.
back to your car. Now, that leads me to say, all these little things, I just don't want you to be overwhelmed with what you're hearing because it's actually little 5-minute actions, I call them, that turn things into a habit, right?
Mm.
Look, it might take 2 or 3 months for a lot of this to become a habit, but when it is, it'll just be part of your life and who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So that is the NEAT thing. Actually, it's funny with NEAT. They're usually things that we quite enjoy, really, anyway,
Yes, yes. And
aren't
when we
they?
enjoy, yeah, that's right. And when we enjoy something, we tend to do it more. And it can be a bit of a challenge, like, carrying your shopping bags. It may be that if there's two of you, you start off by carrying one bag and then start building it up. I remember when I was first on my own, I could notice the improvement in my strength when I could pick up a shopping bag and put it on the counter or something, or I could get a shopping bag and put it into the back of the car. Like, I started noticing improvements. It was a measure and a gauge of how much stronger I was getting simply by practicing. And so,
Yeah,
rather than trying to think, oh God, I could never carry two bags or even one bag, it's about half a bag, or put your shopping into two bags, like divvy up the weight distribution and then add a bit more. And sometimes that can be a bit of a challenge, and sometimes it can be a measure of improvement. It's about doing something where you can see a measure of improvement. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of girls say to me, "Oh my God, I'm running up the stairs now." Like she would never used to be able to run upstairs. Or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we're walking upstairs and then your legs get a little bit fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
And then another measure of your strength, right,
Mm.
is when you go, "Oh, this is fine. I love stairs now." Um,
Yes.
so the walking, the strength training, the NEAT. Did you want to talk about? I mean, I could go on about exercise, but what was your next?
Well, yeah, I wanted to find out, like, you showed us four different exercises which are strength based. But some people will say, well, what about Pilates? What about yoga? What about what would be swimming? Getting on the exercise bike. What about the distribution of the different types of exercise? Because we know we have cardiovascular, and this is probably the thing that some women will just go, no, I don't want to get hot and sweaty. I don't want to do that high intensity, the HIIT training, which was all the rage. There's a stage and age for that type of exercise, and oftentimes it will put people off, older women off, and go, oh, I couldn't do that. Well, no, we're not supposed to do that. So I suppose, from your perspective, in terms of exercise appropriate for women, and explaining what is cardiovascular, and the fact that how hard should we be working, and what is the benefit of cardio, and the distribution of cardio versus strength based.
Very good. I like that question because it is a very good question, actually. So some people do Pilates a few times a week, and I say, that's great, love it. I teach a bit of that myself. I call it Sally's Yoga Fusion Balance Flexibility class because it is really a fusion. Okay, that's great. But we need to have they will complement each other, right?
Mm.
So your Pilates class or your yoga class are necessary, but
Mm.
so is the strength training, right? That is actually more important for our muscles, our brain, our health, our bones, everything. The other actually is needed as well, but not solely. Then the cardio that we get, and I'll define cardio, that's obviously aerobic when we're puffing.
Mhm.
Walking up a hill, you will puff more than when you walk on a flat.
Mm.
By the way, I encourage you to walk up hills.
Mm.
Try doing hills and stairs in your walks, because flat gets boring pretty quickly and you're not going to change much after getting to a
Mm.
certain level, right?
Yeah, we're very adaptive. We just get used to it.
Right. So then going back, cardio aerobic, yes, we need that too, but that's where it comes into your walks. But as you said, Suzanne, if you're a swimmer, excellent, go swimming. If you like to do a run, well, then, yeah, that too. Now, you might have a beautiful bike in the garage that's got cobwebs on it. Grab that, go for a bike ride.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we need the walking, the slash swimming, biking, I don't know,
Cardio type work.
few days a week.
Yeah.
Oh, you might want to do that before and then your 20, 30 minutes of strength training, right? So sometimes people go, oh, Sunday, what a lovely day. I'm going to go for a walk or a run or a ride. And then I'm going to come home and do my little strength training workout. I mean, that's beautiful. Then
Mm-hmm.
also your Pilates, your yoga, or your stretch. I'm a big one for stretching, actually, and flexibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so it's all needed, right?
Yes. Yes.
I do not agree with all running or all strength or all yoga, right? It's we need a bit of that. And to me, that's much more fun anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So I was curious, is Pilates and yoga, even though because Pilates and yoga is body weight, is that classed as strength training because we are using our body, even like we might be doing a body weight squat. In down up dog, down dog, you're using the front of your body to hold yourself up. Is that still strength training?
Oh, look, absolutely.
Mm.
It is a form of strength training,
Mm.
Suzanne. Oh gosh, some of those you were sweating holding those
Mm.
asanas, like holding, and it's just so amazing. Yes,
Mm.
it is, but it doesn't get to the level that, say, getting some dumbbells, right?
Yeah, right.
And the
Loading. It doesn't have the load.
the loading.
Mm.
I like to suggest my clients do a strength training workout like resistance or with weights, preferably with weights. Okay,
Yeah.
they, I've got some over here. They can just be light little things,
Mm.
and then at the end, leave 20 minutes for yoga, Pilates, stretch. Right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So that's really lovely. But if we're limited for time, 20 minutes strength, 15, 20-minute yoga, you know, they just complements each other.
Yeah. And Sally, how much is too much? Because this is another area that I'm aware of that if we are overtraining, we're putting it's another stressor on your body. And some people I know, clients will say, but I go to the gym every day and I smash myself and and I'm exhausted and I just go, oh no, it's too much. So how does
Absolutely.
someone know that and I know that there are there's people in the group that are doing some intense exercise. They love it. It's their absolute passion. But how do they know that that's too much? Like when is too much? How do they know it's too much, I suppose?
Yeah. So when our bodies get these depleting estrogen levels and things change, and we're going through all these symptoms, of which the list is endless,
Mm,
how do we know? Well, you'll know. Are you happy? Are you symptom free? Are you moody? Have you got achy joints and pain?
mm,
Um, because those symptoms will often flare up and be worse if we are doing too much of that. So our body carries more inflammation during this time,
mm,
and we can't actually do what we used to do.
mm,
Now, there are always exceptions with every rule, right? We're talking average. So
mm,
someone might be love their gym and love running, like fantastic. I know older women, older than me, that do, but
mm,
it's them free and it seems to work for them. So
mm,
there are always exceptions. If you are doing that and you're actually thinking, I'm not losing weight. I still feel like shit. Excuse me for that, but I still feel blah.
Yeah.
And that little tummy. Well, something needs to change because you can change it, right? So we
Yeah.
need to assess what we're doing. I would bet you exercising too hard is not good.
No.
It's not, as you said.
Yeah.
Um, it's the type of exercise and the ones I just went through. A
Yeah.
little bit of this, little bits consistently is
Yes.
the
Variety
key.
in moderation. It's a bit like food, isn't it? Variety
You know,
in
so
moderation.
funny you said that. We keep saying the same things.
Yeah.
My favorite words are commitment and consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, things will not change.
Mm-hmm.
C.
Yes. Yes. Amazing.
And little. This business of the old days when we used to go 1 hard hour 3 times a week. No, that's very proven that that does not work. The
Mm.
all or nothing approach does not work, right? We need little tiny baby steps in the beginning. And if you're advanced in this world of exercising, we'll go for it. But just pull back a little bit. I'd rather you do that than go hell for the leather, just too much, and then say, stuff it, I can't stand this, I'd give up.
Yeah. I think
Like
it's
eating.
Yeah, I think it's a lot about listening to your body and understanding that it's just not going to do the same thing. You might have been a gym bunny and been going to the gym and for every day, twice a day, and your body coped fine. But now it just doesn't. And this is a time when we need to listen and go, okay, when is too much? When is it too much? Well, when I'm not feeling as good as I used to. And then I think also being curious and going, okay, sometimes we have to maybe put this on paper or commit it somewhere in our mind to go, when I do this much, like I know, being a bit of a gym bunny for many years, I would go 5 times a week. uh, I tried to do that. I was doing a 75 hard challenge and I was going every day. And I was a mess. I could not do it. And that was only a few years ago. So, going back to back, even working different, splitting out the muscle groups, I was still exhausted. I need, I'll go once every second or third day. Like I'll do 3 days and that's fine. But trying to back anything, I'm exhausted. I don't feel good. My joints, I'm tired. And the other thing is the nutrition. If we're not, like we were just talking about before, if we're not having enough protein, if we're not nourishing our body, and trying to smash it at the gym because we think that that's what used to work. None of that is going to get you the result that you need. So when you're listening to your body, you're nourishing, you're listening to the signals that it's giving you, and being curious, but also being mindful of the food and the variety and making sure that you are having enough protein. And that's another thing we were just talking about. How much is too much? How do you put protein in? What about plant-based proteins? What about animal proteins? So yeah, do you have a sort of simple way of I'm sure you do working with your clients around the nutritional side of it?
So, yes, that consistency does lead to the same with nutrition. That's what we were just saying too. So, what I like to do initially is get people to write down. I mean, you can do this yourselves, but then you probably don't know how to analyze it. But so you write down what you eat for 3 days, maximum of a week. Like, I'm not making it too difficult, but you have to write down what you eat, 3 meals, your snacks, not just nuts. Put down 2 handfuls of nuts. Don't just put half a Tim Tam. Put down, no, don't just put Tim Tam. Put down how much, whatever. And then it's really interesting by looking at it and being honest. You're only cheating yourself if you don't do it. you go, oh my God, I have hardly had any protein. Or where are my green vegetables? Or
Mhm.
I'm just like it's just easy to see it written down, right?
Yes.
And so that is one thing I do in the beginning. Then we start educating, or if you already know, maybe reminding us about portion control.
Mhm.
So the easiest method is so easy, hand portion, right? I actually do have an infographic that goes through it. Protein, let's call it the palm of our hand.
Mhm.
Um, the we need, you know what, to make it easy, around 80 to 100 grams of protein a day. Okay.
Mhm.
We need good fats. We need healthy fats.
Mhm.
And the serving size of good fats is like your thumb, that little bit there.
Mhm.
We're talking olives, olive oil, um, all sorts. Yeah. So
Nuts. Nuts.
nuts and stuff. Um, so
Avocado.
we're talking, oh yeah, avocado. We're talking 40 grams of good fats a day on average, and then our good carbs. So when I say carbs, no, we're not talking about starch, complex carbs, and sugars and that type of stuff. We're talking good carbs and your vegetables and one or two pieces of fruit a day and color, color, color. I can't say that. Oh, it's another C word.
Yeah.
Color on our plate, right? We want the reds and the greens and the yellows, and because it all gives us different nutrients. And half the so you're going by portion of your hand. You're getting a plate. Half the plate should be vegetables, right?
Mhm.
And then a big chunk of protein, whatever it may be. Good quality grass-fed meat, chicken, prawns, whatever. And if you're vegetarian, there's heaps, tofu, tempeh, whatever, and beans, legumes,
Legumes. Yeah.
correct? So that's your plate. And you just, when if we're struggling to lose weight, I promise you, increasing your protein, reducing your portion size, but still maintaining your good fats and good carbs, it will give you results.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, quote, I love this too much, so much. Nutrition is king, exercise is queen.
Yeah.
Together they make a kingdom.
Oh, nice.
So, nutrition, exercise, and strength training, and not doing it too obsessively.
Mhm. Mhm.
For a kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing, Sally.
Mm.
So, just before we finish up, can you tell us a little bit about your program, what you do? I know you've got an online app. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do? And of course, if women would like to find you, how do they find you? And what could you do for them?
You know what? As we're chatting, I just love this chat so much. And you might think, oh, she's like this all the time. But like I get, don't I, Suzanne? I get passionate about things I like.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
I don't like something, don't worry, I say. And I just go, well, that's stupid. But I love what you're doing, Suzanne.
Oh, thank you.
So I thought there's so much to talk about. And
I
if
know.
I'll give everybody who's here today, who's listening to this, a free 30-minute consultation if you like.
Wow.
And so all you need to do that is just go onto my page, which is From Now Personal Training.
Yep, that's a Facebook page.
And that is my Facebook work page.
Yes, I'll
Look
pop
at my
details.
private one as well if you like, but the
Yep. No, we'll put details on the website. It'll either be to the side or underneath
yeah,
with the details. Yep, yep. So they go there.
go there and then you're going to like it and follow me, and then DM me, say, hey, who's the name? I'll say Suzanne. Suzanne's, hey, Sally, it's Suzanne. I listened to you the other day. Can I please arrange a 30-minute chat consultation? And I'll say, yeah, here's my calendar link. I'll send that to you. You click on it, bang.
Great.
And
Fantastic.
then, you asked me another question.
Yeah, about your app. Tell us about that.
Oh, look, it's just crazy. I know most of your ladies are a bit tech savvy, but even clients that aren't, like the older ladies, find this easy. So, we've got our apps, right?
Yeah.
You go, click on that. I've got a bigger version on my iPad, although you might not be able to see it with the light. Can you?
No,
No,
it's just a white screen.
doesn't matter. So let's pretend
Yes.
I'm clicking on it, and then I go, oh, look what Jane's done today. Jane has eaten her 2 eggs and her avocado on sourdough toast for breakfast at 10 o'clock. And then she's done yesterday 5,500 steps, right? This is how we communicate. We text and we message each other on this. Once a month, I prescribe you with a customized workout. You can do it at home, at your own gym, or wherever, but whenever you like. So what's working with this is when you go away on holidays, or say you're sick and you just don't want to do much, well, you can just open up this and go, oh, actually, I might do those stretches today, or I might do that leg workout today. But then the journaling is really great because, I was talking about that before, just writing down what you eat. Well, you can do it in here.
Ah, right. Okay. So it's like it tracks your food. You put your food in, then you'll have a look at it. Plus, it's great awareness, and that's what I do. With my clients too. I'll just say, look, keep a food diary, food, emotion, and movement, because it shows a pattern. It shows progress. It brings awareness. It's not that that's the purpose of it, to see improvement. If you're feeling better, your emotions are better. And you're moving more, then that's obviously a sign of progression. But it's important to see 99% of the people that I work with will say to me, I'll ask them a question around, what will help you continue doing what you're doing, and they will say results. They need to see results. People that aren't seeing any results find it difficult to keep going with something if they're not seeing any benefit from it. So that's where
Exactly.
writing things down or having this app. So the app it's a sort of a tracking thing for them. Accountability, it can be accountability too, I guess. And you can connect with them and make comments on it. Plus, it's a workout, an individualized workout.
So there's even little photos of the exercises and videos of what. So I say to you, Suzanne, I want you to do a little circuit of a plank and some squats and some lunges and some. Oh, do you know the one I forgot last time? Push-ups. Oh my God, you have to do push-ups. So I'll make you a little workout, and you go, oh, okay, I'm going to do that on Wednesday, Monday, and Friday, or something like that. And you put it in there. And then if you say, oh, it's too hard for me, I'll modify. If it's too easy, I'll modify. The other thing is that you can document is your metrics. So you can measure yourself. I just do your chest, waist, and hips. Just measure it. Tape measurements are actually more accurate than scales.
I'm so glad you said that, because that's what I tell everyone. Yes.
True. I mean, for goodness sake, the hormones and the fluid retention and everything, it just does change the scale. But everyone's different with this, so I can't. That's where one-on-one is really good, because I work a lot for you. Okay, so this lady here, for instance, she wants to track, and she is tracking her weight every day. And she's got quite a bit of weight to lose. And you know what? It's working for her.
Fantastic. Yeah.
There's a graph. The graph goes, and her just seeing that little line go down.
Yeah, it's motivating in itself.
And even if it goes up, then she goes, oh, I've been eating well and I've been exercising. Why did I put on weight? And then, of course, we know there's a reason. It's our bodies, right? And that's just what happens, particularly at this age.
Yeah, weight loss isn't linear, is it? It doesn't go
It's
like this.
not linear. And also, too, I encourage people, okay, track it for every day if you want. But let's look at it after 4 or 6 weeks and average it out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you reckon that's better? And then it averages out. What else? Yeah, so it's all personalized in that.
Yeah, fantastic. Amazing, amazing. So before we go, is there any like last minute advice that you would like to give women around movement? I think we've covered off. Oh, there's one thing that I think that we haven't talked about is posture. And just walking smarter can make a big difference to, you know, how you walk. And it just, I notice it so much. So can we just touch on that and then we'll finish off?
Oh, but I found something else we need to talk about as well.
Oh,
No, posture. Okay. So poor posture is usually because of lack of core strength. Think of our core strength. It's like a corset, right? It's our lower back. It's our pelvic area, pelvic floor, and our abdominal region. It's all that. It's like a tree trunk. And if that's weak, right, you're just not going to be able to hold up that beautiful spine and all those muscles and arms and legs. Keep your core strong. Core training is a big part of my training. It's walking, sitting, standing at the kitchen bench, cooking. Oh, what about driving? How many? What? Watch this. Like, you look at the lights next time and you see someone going.
Yep, that'd be me.
I say to my clients, now look, I want every red light you get to, apart from doing your pelvic floor exercises, you do those, right? Then you go, oh my God, look at my shoulders.
Yeah.
Just do a quick body scan and look at your shoulders and your posture.
Yeah.
When we are sitting, a lot of people with poor posture that sit at a desk all day, they do have a poor core strength, right? Every hour, get up and stretch and move. Why don't we do walking meetings? Why don't you, when the phone rings, walk around the office or around the block? Guess what? The other one is sit on a fit ball. Sit on a fit ball at your desk.
Yeah.
And then you're encouraged to use your core strength.
All
right, so that's your posture is totally important. You know, when we age, they say we shrink. Well, we don't actually. It's that where the muscles between our vertebra and our spine and our body are shrink. The muscles are getting smaller. So, like, right, like a piano accordion.
Yeah.
So let's maintain that posture, core strength.
Trying to sit up straight.
All these muscles are going to be beautiful. And no, you can't bulk up, everybody, because we don't have that much testosterone. It's not bulking up. It's just feeling.
And we lose that too in menopause.
Well, we lose it anyway. And you know what? We feel empowered. We feel confident. Our self-esteem increases and we walk better down the street. It's like one total.
And your tummy's flatter. Like when you stand up straighter, your tummy's flatter. Like
Yeah.
that's what I notice. It's not, you know, it doesn't feel like it's bleh. It's like Much taller, tighter. Tighter tummies when you stand tall. That's what I reckon.
That's totally love that. Or try and think of the visualization when we're putting on a pair of jeans or that little black dress, right? Usually we have to go, like, or you've got that dress on and you're out to dinner and you're loving the food. But then you go, oh God. So so you'll get in the habit of bracing all the time, I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah.
And
Amazing. Amazing.
one more thing,
Yes, Sally. One more thing.
like just one more. Um, the recent research study with all this and time of eating for women in these years, in a nutshell, the window is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. eating.
Mm-hmm.
Do not eat late.
Yeah, no.
And we eat our beautiful protein, our good fats, and our good carbs throughout that window,
Mm.
particularly before and after a workout.
Mm-hmm.
So really, that's not hard to do.
Mm.
8 a.m. to 6 p.m. All right, 9 till 7 if you need to.
Yeah.
But don't eat at 8, 9, 10. No.
No, that's right. And it's just going to keep you awake. Your digestive system is slowing down, shutting down anyway. It's taking, I think it's about 40% capacity from your body's ability to heal. If it's trying to digest a big meal and it's trying to heal itself overnight, if it's trying to digest, we're losing, quite a lot of energy, the healing power into trying to digest, which is creating the thermostatic, the heat response in your body, which is going to keep you awake, which is, why we say don't eat animal-based proteins at night, because that thermogenic response creates heat. It keeps us awake. And your poor tummy is trying to go chug, like, trying to digest this food. It's too much.
Isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And
when we get in tune with our body, you can tell, can't you,
yeah.
Suzanne? You
Mm-hmm,
can,
mm-hmm,
if we've been out to dinner or something,
mm,
I can just tell.
mm.
And then you go, oh God, that was a fun dinner, but I'm
It's
not
too
going to do it
much.
tomorrow night because I
Yeah.
feel like, bleh.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you, Sally. This has been amazing. I'm really looking forward to the next installment. So next time you see Sally, she'll be showing us some amazing exercises and stretches, things that you can do around the home that hopefully will become part of a regular routine for you. And I already know that some of these stretches I've got clients doing, and they feel so much better already. They're sleeping better. They're feeling better. It's improved their it's improved so much. Yeah. So I can't wait to see more of to see that next installment. So thank you, Sally. We'll see you again very soon. Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Suzanne. Bye.